Nobody do pass your size. So guys, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a very short video. I want to put something out here very clearly. Guys, I look bushy, but forget about the face, alright? Just pay attention to what I want to say. Some people often ask me, or let me say I have received this, I think 2 times now, from subscribers. They are like, Milton, how much do I need to apply for a tourist visa from Africa? One was from an African country, East Africa, and one is from North Africa. So I want to quickly put these things here. Well, when it comes to a tourist visa, remember I'm talking about a tourist visa and not a student visa in this case. So when it comes to visas, it depends on the type of visa you are applying for, but I will be talking based on this question I just put out here, tourist visa. Now for students, remember you will always have a fixed amount, all right? Or let me say a specific amount you need to show to the authorities or the embassy, all right? But for when it comes to the tourist visa, there is no fixed amount. This is what I can say, or how I can put it, all right? The tourist visa, there is no fixed amount, but there are things you need to consider, all right? Because the embassy is not just going to give you a visa like that, a Schengen visa or a tourist visa. That is how I can put it. Now I will talk about 3 things that you should consider when you want to, or let me say when you are looking at budget or money you need for your tourist visa. It doesn't really matter if you are looking at which particular continent or which country, but you should also understand that when you are applying for a tourist visa to the Schengen zone, it is going to be a little bit tedious because the Europeans, they want to see money, all right? The procedure is going to be different from the UK or maybe the United States, all right? So, but again, like I said, the Schengen zone needs to see a lot of money. If not, you will not get the tourist visa. Now, 3 things you should consider when looking at budget, when planning your budget: your flight tickets, all right? Your flight ticket should be the first one. Your hotel, where you are going to stay, should be the second, and of course pocket money. Let me elaborate here so you understand. Like I said, there is no fixed amount when it comes to, let me say, proof of funds or bank statement. What you should consider first is your flight money. Let's say you are flying from Nigeria, or you are flying from Ghana to maybe Italy, all right? And you look at the flight, your flight is like maybe 100, or let me say 400 naira, 400,000 naira, all right? That's what I mean. I do not know how much in euros, but I'll be using naira. I want to use Nigeria as an example. If you check your flight and your flight shows that, I mean the 2 ways flight, all right? The aller and the retour. In French, we call it aller and retour, all right? So if you look at the 2-way flights and it costs, let's say 400,000 naira, let's just assume it that way. Then you have to understand that you need to put 400,000 naira down, cash, all right? You should have it in your account. I'm just quoting this because I want you to pay attention to what should be in your account. Now, you have looked at your flight. Now, if you say you want to stay within the Schengen zone or in a particular country, let's say for 7 days or 10 days, and 1 day to pay in that hotel is like £100, all right? Let's assume you are going to the United Kingdom, and 1 day to live in a hotel is £100, and you want to stay 7 days in that hotel. You just need to multiply £100 by 7, then you convert it to your own local currency and add to the money for flight, all right? Let's assume that maybe £100 in 7 days is going to give you maybe close to 400,000. Let's just put it 400,000, all right? It's just an assumption. Then you now go to, remember when you are applying for a tourist visa, the embassy will want to see how much you have in your account, all right? Also remember that though you are traveling to a Schengen zone, all right, or to a Schengen country as a tourist, you still have to come back. And the embassy wants to see a situation where you will use your money, and when you return home, there will still be money in your account, all right? That is to say, they want to make sure that if you go into that country, of course, you are going to spend everything on you. And when you come back, how are you going to survive? They want to make sure that when you come back, you will be able to have money to survive. All right. So it is always advisable to have enough money. That is the pocket money I'm talking about. So let's assume that maybe you were providing a bank statement, or you told the embassy that you have like 200,000 naira every month in your bank account from your job. All right. then you should be able to make them understand that when you come back, you will be able to have at least 200,000 naira in that account before you work again to make more 200,000 naira. I hope you understand this point I'm trying to make. So that is how it is, all right? That is how it is. The pocket money must be there. So now, if you look at the flight money, we talked of 400k. Then if you look at the hotel money, let's assume that it's 400k. Then looking at the pocket money, it should be 200k. So let's just say probably you need at least 1.2 million naira, all right, into your bank account before you can submit your file to the authorities, all right? So, but in this case, if you do not have up to 1.2 million naira, you shouldn't just try to submit anything, all right, because you will not get the visa. That is how it is done. Now, you are not just submitting 1.2 million naira or a bank statement showing 1.2 million naira, all right? You also need to submit a bank statement, or let's say try and submit something with extra money, all right? Increase your pocket money. Don't just give them the impression, because something can happen. You have to remember your feeding is not within this money. I didn't mention your feeding. I just talked of your accommodation and your flight ticket, all right? Probably you need money, of course, not probably, you need money for feeding and, of course, movement around the areas for these 7 days. So they are also putting that into consideration. So if you calculate everything and it gives you a sum of around 1.2 million naira, make sure you double it to around 1.5 million naira, all right, before you submit your file. And understand that sometimes it is always good to start your application as early as possible, maybe probably 3 months before time, all right, because the visa is going to take long. Some people may get a Schengen visa for like maybe 6 months. It all depends, all right, with people, especially from those going to the United States or even some Schengen countries. But understand that this is what or how you are going to do to calculate how much you need. Just sum up everything, sum up your flight, all right? Of course, before you apply, you must have gotten insurance. Just sum up your flight, sum up your hotel, money for hotel, all right? Calculate that. Make sure all this amount is in that particular account you are putting. And of course, an extra when you return before a month you start working, you will be able to survive. That is how they are going to look at these things before they will give you the Schengen visa, all right? But remember, again, like I told you, getting Schengen visa for European countries, they need to see money. Europeans need to see money. The process may be difficult for Europe, all right, and it may be different for UK. I'm saying Europe and UK because UK is not found in the European Union. We all know that. But it is a little bit difficult for United States. Nothing is really difficult. Just provide the money. Everything is money, all right? I have talked about so many videos on this channel where I explain how you can go about the application, the documents you need, and all the rest. So they just want to see money. That is what you should understand, all right, guys?